not just this administration, but I think there is a clarion call around the country for us to do something about this unsustainable trajectory that we're on. It is my belief that the president's 24 budget falls short of the deficit reduction needed to put our country on a sustainable path. Director Young, when you testified here last year on the 23 budget, we discussed the debt and the need for solutions to address runaway spending and the national ledger. So I have a couple of questions. The first one is a pretty simple question. Do you believe that government spending contributes to inflation?
I have the Secretary of Treasury here who probably can speak to inflation better than I can, but I'll point out, and it was mentioned by Mr. Hoyer, we see inflation in most democracy or most economies across the world. So what that tells us is that coming out of the pandemic, supply chain shortages have much more to do with inflationary pressures we see across the globe.
Secretary Yellen?
So I would agree with that. We have now had 7 months in which 12-month inflation has been declining. We're seeing reduced pressures on supply chains, a dramatic decline in shipping costs, for example, that was an indicator of supply chain problems. The shifts in work, means of work during the pandemic gave rise to big increases in housing prices and rental prices. And we can see in current indicators that's now stabilizing or coming down, and that will eventually pass through into lower inflation. So it is the first the job of the Federal Reserve to take actions to bring inflation down. But these factors are lowering it, and the administration has taken actions to bring down healthcare costs, to bring down energy prices, and to lower the costs that burden American families.
So it is my opinion that federal spending, excessive federal spending, I know we got to spend money to finance the role of government, but excessive federal spending, in my opinion, does contribute to inflation. So the next question is, how much inflation should we endure, and at what point will it be necessary for us to roll back federal spending, irrespective of the fact that, as been suggested by the ranker and by the two witnesses here today, that the entire world is suffering from inflationary spirals, so it's natural that I don't necessarily subscribe to that.
Greetings, friends. I have breaking news to share with you this Tuesday. The next Social Security checks are set to go out very soon. Automatic direct deposits worth as much as $2,000 have been approved for many seniors and retirees. But there are 6 developments on Social Security to watch for this spring. So friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video for the latest information and news. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dearest friends, the more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Social Security is one of the hottest topics in Washington, D.C., and there are some big proposed changes coming. The White House released a 2024 budget proposal that includes additional funding and benefits for Medicare and Social Security beneficiaries. While the Social Security Trust Fund is projected to be drained in the year 2034, the proposal does not anticipate cutting benefits for current recipients. With huge changes coming, a looming deficit, and high inflation, Social Security is going to be a focal point this summer as lawmakers debate the budget proposal and try to protect retirement incomes for millions of Americans. This year saw one of the largest jumps in Social Security payouts since the 1980s. With inflation running hot in 2022, The SSA increased the average payout to recipients by 8.7%. The new average Social Security monthly payment is now estimated at $1,827. This is a $146 increase over the previous average monthly payment of $1,681. The new payment started at the beginning of this year, and new retirees will see this reflected as well. So if you're looking to start claiming benefits this summer, expect a decent bump over previous projections. In his 2024 budget proposal, President Biden reiterated that he will reject any proposal to make cuts to Social Security. President Biden said the administration is committed to protecting and strengthening Social Security and opposes any attempt to cut Social Security benefits. This most likely will be debated this summer, as some Republicans have proposed cuts to programs or even outright getting rid of it. No matter what gets debated and proposed, if it includes cuts to the Social Security benefits, President Biden will veto it. The full retirement age is currently 66 years old or 67 years old, depending on your date of birth. But a bipartisan group of lawmakers is looking to propose an increased retirement age to help shore up the deficit in Social Security benefits. Raising the full retirement age to 70 would effectively cut lifetime benefits by almost 20%, which is the deficit needed to overcome before Social Security reserves run out in the next decade. But there are a few taxes proposed for high-income earners and wealthy taxpayers. Medicare taxes would be increased on individuals who earn over $400,000 a year. This increase would raise the tax rate from 3.8% up to 5% on income over $400,000. It would help fund Medicare benefits further. Tomorrow, the first round of 3 Social Security payments for April will be arriving. These payments are for those with birthdays falling between the 1st and 10th of any given month. President Biden faces a looming deadline on the resumption of student loan payments by the end of summer. The White House has said that the payments are set to begin either 60 days after the Supreme Court makes a ruling on President Biden's debt forgiveness program, or 60 days after June 30th, 2023. Biden had previously said the payments would resume at the beginning of this year, and that there would not be another extension or pause, which began under the former president in 2020. Although the White House will not discuss the possibility of a Plan B if the High Court strikes down Biden's relief proposal, many experts believe yet another extension of the loan payment pause is a possibility. Policy-wise, the move would put the Democratic president in line with student debt advocates and others in his party who are demanding an extension of the payment pause. Student loan borrowers stopped making their payments since March 2020, as a pause has been extended 9 separate times since then. Even if the legality of Biden's student loan debt relief plan is not resolved by June 30th, the administration insists that student loan borrowers will have to soon begin repayment of any student loan debt. The former and current president paused the payments under the authority of the HEROES Act, which gave the Education Secretary more power over student loans during a national emergency. Well, my beautiful and most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.